Like I said, I'm Jessica Davis, and I'm a worker, and I've been on strike because a fast food industry like McDonald's that makes billions of dollars off our hard work pays us poverty wages, and that's ridiculous. I'm also a mother and a student at Northeastern Illinois. I can't make all that work, and I can't work at McDonald's and be able to provide for my children. That's why me and thousands of fast food workers across the country have joined the First 15 in over 200 cities going on strike today. Today is the biggest strike in mobilization. Throughout the country and all over the world, we are letting these fast food companies know that we're growing and we're winning and we're not giving up until we win 15 in a union. Big shout out to the fast food workers from Indy and Rockford who are also here today. We also have child care, home care, Walmart, airport, adjunct professors, other low-wage workers joining with us because we know this movement is a force to be reckoned with. We are not going to give up until these billion-dollar industries pay us a living wage.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Monza. I'm a student here at UIC, and I'm a Machista, and I'm not the only one who's protesting today. Students in over 200 campuses are also joining rallies in their cities to say that enough is enough. Students as well can't pay tuition, can't pay rent, can't pay books, can't pay food. They're not supporting themselves with these low-wage jobs. We're tired of all these loans and not being able to pay them back. We're tired of the inequality in the campuses just like in the corporations. That's why today we signed over 2,000 people a petition and we gave it to the chancellor saying that we know what's going on here. The fight is about our future, where hundreds of thousands of people right now are working in low-wage jobs, have a college degree. The future is looking bleak for us. Therefore, we need to fight and we need to stand in solidarity with everyone fighting for 15 and a union. So now we have our Iron student rep who's going to shout out to all the colleges here.
I'm Kidist. I go to Northwestern. I'm part of ISNU, and I'm UIC United faculty, I want to welcome you all here to UIC. You are always welcome to come to our campus. You are all UIC today. We are honored to join in your fight. It is the right fight, and you are right. I am representing the UIC United faculty, Local 6456, which is made up of nearly 1,200 strong, full-time tenure track and non-tenure track faculty here at UIC. We are here to have your back. We see this as an important struggle, one looking to change the future of labor for people across the U.S. and the world. It is also the fight for the future of labor and that our students are going to face, so we thank you for that. And we applaud your courage and strength to stand up for what is right and to grow this incredible international movement of workers. We are also here because you stood with us nearly a year ago when we went on strike at this campus to get our first contract. And we got it back in May, baby. We thank you for that. We thank you for your courage. You encouraged us, and now we're here to encourage you all to continue with this fight and struggle. This is about a fair and living wage for the labor you provide. This isn't just about workers at McDonald's. This is for every worker in the United States and the world. This is about your families. These are people who are also our students, and we care deeply about that. We are all workers. We are all labor. We must work and fight together to be a stronger union of people united for a more just and democratic society. Let's win this!
Show some love for Okay, next person. Next person up, come on. Hello. There you go.
Hi, good afternoon. Hi. Hi, good afternoon. Thank you all for coming out. My name is Celeste Canine, and I'm a child care center worker, but I'm also a parent with 5 children of my own. I'm here speaking out for child care center workers in this city, in this state, and across the country who provide quality care to other people's children, but don't make enough money to care for their own children. Child care center workers earn a median wage of just $9.38 an hour, with many earning minimum wage about the same as many fast food and retail workers. Like fast food, retail, home care, and other workers, we struggle to provide for our families. I'm not talking about buying the extras in life. We all want to be able to take care of our children or take them out to eat occasionally. We want to be able to buy them a toy on impulse every once in a while. We want to buy them some new clothes just because they want them. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just putting a roof over their heads, putting food on the table, clothes and shoes when they absolutely have to have them. I'm talking about the basics for survival. And like fast food workers and other workers fighting for 15, child care center workers have to live paycheck to paycheck. We work more than one job, and we often have to do without. And it's really hard when our children have to go without. We also have another connection to fast food workers. We provide the care that fast food parents need in order to go to work and try to support their children. But we do more than that as well. Child care center workers, we help the children to develop. We help them grow and get ready for school. We prepare children to succeed in the future. And that's the kind of start that I'm giving my own 5 children, and that's the kind of strong start that I give the children that I care for. It's the kind of start that all children deserve. And as a child care center worker, we're joining this fight for 15 because we need to earn enough to be able to support our families. But we're also joining because we want all parents, and I mean all parents, to get the affordable, accessible child care they need. The high-quality child care that allows them to work and support their children. And that helps children to grow and develop and have a strong future. We're fighting for 15 because we're worth more, and so are the families that we serve. Thank you.
That's the type of enthusiasm I want.
That's the type of enthusiasm I want to hear. I want to start by in attendance today standing with me and fighting for a living wage of $15 an hour. My name is O.J. McGee. I'm a CNA and home care worker. I'm also a single father of a 14-year-old son. I know what it means to live check by check and to struggle. I know what it means to make life decisions based on economic injustices. And despite doing hard work that enables older Americans and people with disabilities to live with dignity and independence, I still struggle to take care of my own family. And that's with 2 jobs. That only means I'm surviving, like so many other low-wage workers. And that's exactly what the 1% wants. I want to make more and do more for my son and my family. I'm tired of just surviving. I want what $15 does an hour for me is just that little bit of peace of mind that I can live a little bit better. I am proud to stand with others feeling the same oppression of the rich 1%. It's a great thing to see the topic of a living wage come to the forefront because it doesn't just affect me, it affects so many in America. I stand with solidarity with fast food workers, airport workers, adjunct professors, and college students. And the time is now. The landlord doesn't wait for his payment, the electric company doesn't wait, and we shouldn't wait for a high wage and living wage of $15 an hour.
Thank you. For those of us in the Fight for 15, the economic justice movement and the racial justice movement are one and the same. The majority of fast food workers are Black and Latino women. We are giving these low wages and experience the worst treatment. We understand that our wages determine the investment in our communities, our relationship with the police, our educational and job opportunities. This is the reason why these fights are the same and why Black Lives Matter activists and racial groups are joining us today. We will now hear from Black Youth Project 100 representatives.
Good afternoon. My name is Janae Bonsu,
Peace and love, everyone. My name is Charles Preston.
and we are members of the Black Youth Project 100. BYP 100 is a national organization of 18 to 35-year-old Black activists and organizers dedicated to creating freedom and justice for all Black people. We brought 500 people out here today, and we are so proud to stand here in comradeship and in support of low-wage workers here in Chicago and all across the country today. We believe that racial justice is economic justice. Right now, Black folks make up nearly half of all low-wage workers in Chicago. That ain't right.
I fight for 15 because I want the opportunity to live with dignity. I remember my mother being laid off due to pressures of the recession. She had a high 5-figure salary. While unemployed, she looked for jobs. While looking for jobs, she hustled, doing whatever she had to. But it wasn't enough. With rising gas prices, a mortgage to be paid, an elderly mother to care for, children to raise, a car note to pay, my mother took the first job offered to her, and it was a minimum wage job. With this job and her hustles, we weren't living. We were barely surviving.
As a student needing to work my way through school, I was dependent on my minimum wage fast food job to support myself. I had a set amount of money I needed to come up with every single month, but I never had a set amount of money to look forward to when I opened up my paycheck. The hours that I received was always a luck of the draw, and it determined whether or not I had to be late and pay my rent or put
position at a fast food restaurant. I was subjected to shortened breaks, verbal disrespect from management, working through burns, and working off the clock in fear of losing my employment. My experiences illustrate a need for union rights. We want a union because we know that the workers united can never be defeated.
So we need you to stick with us in this long-term fight for racial justice and economic justice. And when we say Black Lives Matter, we mean black workers too. Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
Thank you. Chicago Coalition for the Homeless.
All right, up next we have someone from One North Side. Give them a round of applause. One North Side.
Hello, I'm Eugene Lim from the Economic Justice Team at One North Side. One North Side stands with the Fight for 15 because, like the Fight for 15, we are going to hold corporate fat cats accountable to the communities they ravage in the pursuit of monstrous profits and undemocratic power. I don't work in fast food, and neither do many of you, but we're all hurting. I work 3 jobs and I still don't make ends meet. But I work hard. I do good work. I teach GD classes. I help returning citizens find a new footing in life. So this is my question, why am I poor? I know I deserve more. We know we deserve more. So let's fight for more. By joining together, we underpaid workers throughout the economy, we will win 15 as a union. I'm proud to support the largest ever mobilization of underpaid workers because it will create a better future for us all, even if the immediate future looks bad. Now about that immediate future. Just as Illinois can't survive on 825, neither can we survive in a time of hardship and inequality unless corporations like McDonald's, like Burger King, like Wendy's, like Walmart pay their fair share in taxes. We can't survive $1.5 billion cuts to Medicaid. We can't survive $87 million in cuts to mental health services. We can't survive effective community programs like Ceasefire, Grow Your Own Teachers are cut, are discarded, while corporations of the 1%, they get tax breaks. Now when you cut funding for social services, you're doing a lot of evil things, but I want to single one thing out. When you cut it, you cut programs that help oppressed communities of color grow stronger. So listen, if our politicians and corporations thought my life mattered, thought lives of color mattered, thought Black Lives mattered, they wouldn't be making these cuts, and they'll pay us more. If politicians believe that our lives matter, they wouldn't be turning a blind eye to our pain and our anger. If politicians thought workers' lives matter, they wouldn't choose profits over people, over Illinois workers like us. But profits, that's what they chose. But you know what we choose? One Northside chooses, and you choose, to fight for 15.
Alright, give it up for One Northside! So we got a lot of college students here, but we also have a lot of high school students here. So to present the high school, we have Bea from Alpine College Prep. Get
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted to be here with all of these young and older working people in the campaign, in the fight for $15 as a living wage for all workers. As a Cook County Commissioner representing a working class district of many low-wage earners, I understand how important it is that working people make a living wage everywhere. In order for working families to have a shot at having a decent life, in order to reduce inequality across Chicagoland, in order to have real community development, then working families need a living wage. And the fight for 15 represents justice and economic justice for everyone. So I'm glad to say that a year after this campaign was kicked off and I joined you over at Navy Pier, I'm glad to see the progress that's being made. More importantly, it is truly inspiring to see people from all walks of life recognize the importance of economic justice and of this campaign. This campaign is about lifting and improving the quality of life of all people, especially low-wage earners. And if we want to begin to dismantle inequality in America, if we want to dismantle inequality in Chicagoland, then everyone who believes in that should be supporting the fight for 15, as all of us are here today and ready to march to move our fight forward. Thank you so much.
Next, we have Alderman Sawyer coming to the stage. Everyone give it up for Alderman Sawyer! Woo!
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I'm standing here today proud to be the one that introduced the first $15 an hour ordinance in the city of Chicago. But it would not have ever worked if it was not for you. Everyone out here that marched and sacrificed and was arrested and threatened to be fired in order to fight for an increased living wage. Got to continue this fight. This fight is far too important, not just for you, but for your families, but for your neighborhoods and your communities. You have to have a living wage to survive. I am proud to stand up for this ordinance. I'm proud to play my small part to your large part in getting what we've gotten already, but the fight is not over yet. We're going to continue to fight. We've gotten some progress done, getting it from 825 to in the future to 13, but we're not going to stop this fight until we get to at least $15 an hour and a union. I want to thank you all. I want to thank you to continue this fight. Let's all fight together. Let's make this mark. All of our lives matter because we all need to be supportive and have this living wage. I thank you.
Okay, next up to the stage is the Chicago Coalition for Homeless. Show some love, Sharon!
Hi, everybody. I'm a leader with the Chicago Coalition for the Homeless, and I came to welcome you today to the largest mobilization of underpaid workers in history. Okay? And when I say I came to represent, I come 250 strong, okay? CCH, let me hear you. All right. This journey started with fast food workers and has continued to grow by us sticking together. We have a few concrete victories, such as in Seattle and in San Francisco. And on February 4th, our voters clearly told the politicians that we wanted an increase in the minimum wage. O'Shea, is that correct? Did you tell the politicians that?
nombre es José y soy un líder de Comunidades Unidas. Hola, mi nombre es José, soy un líder de Comunidades Unidas. El propósito de hoy es de levantar nuestras voces, unirnos todos y dejarles saber a los ricos dueños de la compañía McDonald's que se acabó el abuso, que los trabajadores de McDonald's están cansados y no están solos, que tienen miles de personas que están con ustedes, con todos los líderes de Comunidades Unidas. Como ustedes, yo también trabajé en McDonald's para mantener a mi familia y también sufrí la explotación de no tener un salario justo. Incluso me despidieron por defender los derechos de mis compañeros y los míos que sufrimos de mucho abuso laboral. Pero yo junto con Comunidades Unidas seguimos luchando por los derechos de los trabajadores, que son nuestros derechos también. ¿Qué queremos? ¿Qué queremos? ¿Cuándo? ¿Cuándo? Ahora. Mi gente, le voy a decir algo bien cortamente. Los jefes de McDonald's lo que están haciendo es un abuso con las personas latinas, afroamericanas y todas las personas que trabajan en McDonald's. Es un abuso, ya debemos de parar el abuso que tenemos. Si nos unimos todos como comunidad, vamos a lograr lo que nosotros queremos. ¿Me entiendes? Yo trabajé en McDonald's, yo fui explotado, yo también fui abusado. Pero si no ponemos la voz de nosotros a la luz verde, van a seguir abusando de nosotros. Por eso que lo que estamos haciendo hoy, sigamos haciéndolo hasta que se pare el abuso que tienen con nosotros. Y esto depende del futuro de nuestros hijos, que son los que vienen ahora en adelante. Nosotros nos estamos poniendo mayores ya. Pero ¿qué pasa con los futuros de nuestros niños? Por eso es que nosotros tenemos que luchar y salir día a día y demostrarle a esta gente que los trabajadores de McDonald's o de fast food no están solos, que están con miles de personas que los acompañan. Y seguiremos la lucha hasta que nos oigan. Gracias.
We have someone from SEIU Local 73.
That's me. What's up? My sister, Zakia.
Welcome to UIC, brothers and sisters! I came here today not to tell you, but to ask you. So come on, are you tired of being driven down? Oh, come on, you can do better than that. Are you tired of being driven down? Are you tired of being pushed around? Are you tired of being sold out? Are you tired of working for poverty wages? Are you tired of being victimized by the cops? So join me. Hey, ho, poverty wages got to go. 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 Say hey, ho, poverty wages got to go. Now, ho, poverty wages got to go. Say hey, ho, police crime has got to go. Hey, ho, police crimes have 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 got to go. Onward with the struggle. Victory is ours. The people united will never be defeated. Thank you, brothers and sisters.
Next up, we have someone speaking from Brighton Park Neighborhood Council.
Show some love, coming to the stage.
Hi everyone, my name is Jennifer Ruiz. I'm from Brighton Park Neighborhood Council, and I have been living in Brighton Park for more than 12 years. I am here to support the fight to increase the minimum to $15
like me, we cannot live with a wage of $15 an hour. At the same time, we demand that the governor give us the programs that we deserve and stop giving millions of dollars corporations tax breaks and then turns us and cuts our programs that we deserve. Buenos días a todos. Mi nombre es Jennifer Ruiz. He vivido en la comunidad de Borough Park por más de 12 años y creo que de nosotros nos merecemos que nos den a $15 la hora. También estamos aquí para luchar que el gobernador no nos quite nuestros programas, que nos deje nuestros programas para los jóvenes, que nos den todavía el apoyo de estampillas, la tarjeta América, asistencia para luz y gas y mucho más. Hoy es el día que tenemos que luchar, como yo estoy buscando la manera de sobrevivir con el sueldo de $15. Nos merecemos estos $15 la hora y también nuestros programas. Sin nuestros programas, nuestros jóvenes van a ir a parar a la cárcel. No debemos de permitirlo. Gracias.
Thank you, show us some love. Now we have a representative from Action Now.
Right now we have Action Now starting up to speak.
Hi, my name is Susan. Action Now! Action Hi, my name is Susan. I'm a proud member of Action Now. Chicago's Fight for 15 is organizers and members of Action Now. Proudly, the movement grew and flourishes today with thousands of standing in front of me. It looks on life of its own and embodies the values and the missions of Action Now. The Fight for 15. The Fight for 15. The Fight for 15 is not just for a living wage and a union. It's a daily struggle for racial and social and economic justice. Brothers and sisters, as we stand here today and let our voices be heard for the importance of the Fight for 15, let us be supportive and encouraging to one another. Fight for 15 involves everyone, every age group, every nationality, every race, every educational background. It unites all of us while the powers that be try to divide us. Corporations make millions in profit and can afford to pay us a wage that recognizes the dignity and worth of each of us. We come from different organizations, from different neighborhoods, and bring different ideals to the table. Remember these differences not for the possibility to divide us, but for the strengths that bring to the struggle. A stronger sense of togetherness, a more powerful force for change, a movement rich in ideals. I stand for the Fight for 15, as we all should stand for the Fight for 15. Thank you. Woo! Now we're going to have a selection by the USC College students, Oracle, Group Oracle. How's it going?
All right, we're Oracle. We're going to sing you one song. And here's how it goes. We're going to do a cappella because they shut us down. But we're not going to get shut down. So here I go. Arrows on the sides to run my head. Point directly to the bed where I lay my head and say, I cannot break it open. I choose no motion. So deep with oceans, not working potions. So, oh, I sit still and say, why? Sitting still and say, I said, I. Sitting still and say, how are you? Can I get a clap? Can I get a clap? Now the letter fills up the space, become one with the rhythm, let it flow inside your place. I can't break it open, I choose promotion, surfing with ocean.
thoughts fluid, why is success so elusive? My worst enemies, myself, my subconscious is abusive. Thinking I might lose it. I'm just fighting for what's right. Fight for 15 to the night, hoping that it leads us right. Flowing in this membrane while we fly. Elevated, meditated, higher state of mind. Standing, knowing that we can do it. This topic has been disputed, but been doubting ourselves. So much is bad for our health. Fight was for right, never the wealth. Gotta work on the process, then you'll see some progress. I guess, feeling like we're left. Next, left them perplexed. Now I'm the light, cause I shine when I fight. Leading them right, flowing in this membrane while we fly. Elevated, meditated, higher state of mind. Gotta find that balance. I know that it's a challenge. Finding it is key to open doors. You will see you'll feel free. Can't sit around doing nothing. Or just nothing. Chase the world, protest at the time. I'm feeling like we're in our prime. Cause we're fighting for. Cause we're fighting for. Cause we're fighting for. Cause we're fighting for 15. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Beautiful collection. That was UIC very honorable. Woo! Are we all ready? I just want to thank everyone for coming out today. This was very inspiring and encouraging to fashion workers like myself, so that everyone in here supports us in our fight, and we support you all in your fight. We are showing these fast food industries that, and like McDonald's, that we're going to continue to grow. We're going to hold them accountable for the poverty wages that they pay us in those stores. Now, let's march on McDonald's and show them how much people power we got.
So, did McDonald's do enough?
No, not.
What would you like to see as come of these marches of this movement?
What I would like to see is that we do get a $15 minimum wage at the federal level. The federal level, the minimum wage needs to increase. I know that Illinois is a little step ahead, but we're still lagging far behind. And I would also like to see no repercussions to the employees, to the service workers, the Brinks security guards, all of the different type of workers that are here, no repercussions for participating.
Great, thanks.
We want a change. We want the government to do something. We want the government to listen to the people, because it's all about the people. The government there right now, we voted them in, and they have to listen to us. That vast majority of people are living in abject poverty, and there is every need for them to do something about the minimum wage. Let the minimum wage go to $15 so that people can be able to take care of their families.
I'd certainly like to kick the governor's ass, and I'd like to kick the mayor's ass, and I'd like to get $15 an hour for all the underpaid workers that we have in the city, which are a lot. They hold the city on their shoulders, yet they get paid nothing.
Honestly, I think we're learning as we go along. But I think this is a start to something better, something bigger that we can build. I think we have to tear down what's here and start something new.
Actually, this is what's needed. This is what's needed all over the world. Individuals need to come together. We need to all realize that we are one. We're one, and everything that affects you affects me, and it affects all of us as a whole. It feels good. It feels wonderful.
To be honest, I really think people who have money and who are making a lot of money need to be responsible for the rest of the citizens that are in the world. Not all lives are given the same amount of help when they're first started, and people need to be aware of that, and they need to be responsible with the money that they're given in the world.